Which graphics should you pick in your next laptop? The Nvidia 1650 or 1660 Ti? In this comparison, we will take a look. Let's take a look at how this graphic card differ in terms of specs. We can see there are 50% more CUDA cores with 1660 Ti, with also it has high base and boost clock speeds, and also with 15% more memory, plus it uses faster GDDR6 while 1650 has less slower GDDR5. I already compared 1660 Ti and 2060. Check out that. They both have same i7-9750H CPU with 16 GB of memory in dual channel. Following is the comparison of Battlefield 5. I have tested both these GPUs in campaign mode rather than multiplayer mode. Here you can clearly see that 1660 Ti comfortably beats 1650 with an average of 25% more FPS. Now we will look at the comparison of Apex Legends at maximum settings on both the GPUs. Here the graph shows 40% more FPS in 1660 Ti as compared to the 1650. From now on, we will see the similar results in rest of the games as they are more CPU bound. Shadow of Tomb Raider was tested in built-in benchmark with highest possible setting preset. There was 52% higher frame rate with the 1660 Ti. Fortnite was tested using the replay feature with the exact same replay on each machine. As you can see, at Epic settings, there was fairly big 55% improvement to the average frame rate with the 1660 Ti. PUBG was also tested with the same replay on each machine. At Ultra settings, 1660 Ti got 63% more frames per second as compared to the 1650. Assassin's Creed Odyssey was tested with the built-in benchmark. As you know, this game is mostly dependent on CPU. Still the 1660 Ti easily managed to beat the 1650 because 1650 GPU bottlenecks CPU from performing better. But if you think the game is over for 1650, you are wrong. As you can see, in Dota 2, 1650 performs slightly better as this game is more CPU based and it does not utilize GPUs. So as a result, it does not matter what graphics we have used. CSGO was tested with the Euletical FPS benchmark. Here 1660 Ti comes ahead with 25% more FPS with all settings maxed out. Rainbow Six Siege was tested with the built-in benchmark, and here with the ultra setting 1660 Ti was able to get 47% higher average FPS. Overwatch was tested in the practice range as it allows me to perform the exact same test. At Epic settings, 1660 Ti was able to reach 56% higher average FPS when compared against the 1650. Far Cry New Dawn is another game which is more CPU dependent. At ultra settings, that was 43% boost to the average FPS with 1660 Ti. In my experience, The Witcher 3 is more GPU bound game. As the graph shows, at ultra settings, there was 58% higher average FPS with the 1660 Ti. Watch Dogs 2 tends to favor CPU performance as it utilizes 100% CPU usage. At the ultra settings, there was 41% higher average FPS on 1660 Ti. Strange Brigade was tested with the built-in benchmark, and at ultra settings, that was massive 64% higher average FPS on 1660 Ti. Here is the overall look of all the 14 games we tested on the maximum possible settings. As we can see, the GTX 1660 Ti performs 47.4% faster than the GTX 1650. But the performance difference vary between the games, which are more CPU based, as we can see it on the Dota 2. This graph shows the 3D mark score of the 1660 Ti. This is the GPU temperature in degrees Celsius for both the GPUs. Here you can see that 1660 Ti is bit more warmer as it uses more power to perform better. This graph shows the battery life of both the GPUs, and here you can see there is no major difference between both. Now we will quickly look at some Adobe Premiere video export results. As seen in the graph, the 1660 Ti gives 5% more performance than 1650 in this task as it is more CPU heavy task. So what you guys think? That is the 1660 Ti really worth buying with extra money? Please comment below.